we've known all along. It's just how he responds, and so there's never been a point during this process where we've been able to say he's going to play on such and such date, and there still isn't. So just keep going, keep moving forward.
The update says that Kevin hasn't progressed the on-court stuff with Adam showing good progress. Where has he progressed
In the training room, his response to treatment, his ability to do some things in the weight room. So Rick feels good about his progress, but again, he hasn't spent any time on the court with us. Hasn't gone through an individual shooting workout or anything like that. So still some work ahead.
Is the report coming out that he won't be on the court at all this week, or is there a possibility he could get on the court?
I suppose there's a possibility he could get on the court this week, meaning by Sunday, or this week, meaning by
the next time you guys are officially do it.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. Before.
Have you guys wanted to see maybe with the mindset that you might not do that at all this season, or is there a chance of that? How are you going?
I would say we feel like he's going to be back at some point during the series. That's our thought. It's our gut. But again, there's nothing clear cut. So we leave it up in the air, and keeps doing what he's doing, and we hope for the best.
How did DeMarcus look?
Good. Marcus looked good. He went through the whole practice, and he doesn't have any more pain. Strength in his quad is good. Now it's about conditioning. Getting shots up, playing 5-on-5, playing basketball.
Do you have an expectation he could be available by the first game for Marcus?
Up in the air. Yeah, it's up in the air.
Steve, every season is different, but does this feel very different starting in the East, no Cleveland? I mean, it's a different journey.
It is very different. And waiting this long. I guess we had to do that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but not last year.
Not last year. So it's a different vibe, but I think there's an excitement about playing somebody other than Cleveland. I mean, there was always excitement about playing them too, but it's a different vibe, different city, different group of players, different style. So they've got a big challenge ahead. I think everybody's excited about it, regardless of who wins that series.
Steve, how vital is Rick been doing your entire operation this year with all the injuries and dealing with all that?
Yeah, Rick and his staff have done an amazing job. They're really, really top notch. And we've had a lot of challenges this year with not only with injuries, but with the run that we've been on, this being year 5 of these long playoff runs, trying to rest guys, trying to manage them. So he has been a huge key for us in this process.
Do you pretty much defer to him when it comes to decisions like this? You pretty much whatever he says goes?
Yep. It's his area. Andre didn't practice today, but we expect him to be okay by game 1.
Steve, news came out with the offensive teams and Clay got on. What is it about his defense you think that maybe is not as really noticed to the casual fan?
Well, when you factor in what he does offensively, I think he probably covers more ground than anybody in the league, and I know you can look that up these days with the tracking system that we have now in all the arenas. But the guy's a machine. It's incredible how he moves offensively and then pursues his man defensively. Usually plays on the ball defensively. Does a lot of switching, guards postman after a switch. The physical stamina that Clay displays is amazing. Leads us in minutes played. So he's just he's a machine out there.
Was the second team for Draymond surprising? I think he obviously missed a handful of games this season.
Yeah, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to those awards, but Draymond, like all of our guys, has had to navigate his way through this season and try to bring his best now, and done a great job of that. He's playing his best right now. So the regular season, he wasn't playing at this level, and he would be the first to admit it. But where we are now in our journey and in Draymond's journey, I think this is how it should be. It would be humanly impossible to play the way he's playing right now for 100+ games for 5 straight years. So I think I'm glad he got recognized for his defense. I think he's the best defender in the league, but we have played more games than anybody over the last 5 years by far, and I think the voting probably reflects that.
How do you balance rest versus getting enough work in with such a long layoff? Are you guys going to practice both days this weekend, or are you going to give them another day?
We'll have Sunday off, so we'll practice the next 2 days. We'll get a couple of scrimmages in before game 1. Probably tomorrow we'll scrimmage. You hate to risk injury, but you also don't want to go into game 1 without any rhythm. And fortunately, we've done this a few times, so we have a feel for it. And our players understand, too, that they have to get their own individual work in based on what they need, whether it's in the training room or on the floor.
I couldn't hear your answer about DeMarcus. You think he potentially could be available
Yeah,
for game 1?
Potentially,
Okay.
but it's up in the air.
Okay.
Sorry if you've been asked this. I couldn't really hear back here, but is there any change in preparation from your guys' point of view on the outcome of the Eastern Conference Finals as you guys sit and wait to see your opponents?
We won't prepare for either team until there's a series winner. So we'll just prepare ourselves and get our own team ready, and then once we have an opponent, then we'll go to work there.
How much of a different challenge would either of the teams be compared to just playing some guard heavy?
Compared to what?
Compared to what you've gone through in the West to what either of the teams are going to be facing, since they got really small forwards and just different rosters.
Right. Yeah, I mean, every team presents a different challenge, and both Milwaukee and Toronto are pretty unique. They have superstar small forwards who everything revolves around, but they both have great role players who play hard, play a versatile game. So it's 2 great teams. So no matter which one wins, we got a big challenge.
Steve, Adam Silver pulled the possibility in some recent interview, the idea of maybe moving up West Coast games during the regular season. What do you think of that?
Moving them up, meaning
Yeah, as far as the time.
the only thing that I care about is getting rid of the 8:30 starts. But those usually happen in the Midwest or the Mountain Time, and those are brutal when you start at 8:30, 8:45, because it's the second game of a doubleheader. Sorry. That's no fun. I'd like to see them eliminate those if possible. I don't know if it's possible though, because we left Seattle and Vancouver. We left 2 West Coast time slots TV-wise, and added 2 Central time zone slots. So the league has a difficult kind of TV schedule to put together. But I like starting at 7 or 7:30 at home, and I would think our fans do too, but I hadn't heard that.
You probably have some 9 p.m. tips coming up.
Yeah, 9 or 8. It would be 9 in Toronto, 8 in Milwaukee.
How brutal is the 9? I know
Brutal.
you guys have done this the last couple of years.
Yeah, you don't get out of the arena till like 1 a.m. It's kind of crazy, but again, it's TV purposes, and that's what pays the bills, a lot of the bills. So just do whatever they say.
Damian Jones had a start in the last series. The minutes were short, but how do you see him factoring into the next series, whatever it is? Like, where does he stand right now? How's his body? How's his mind? How about he moves to the finals?
Well, with DeMarcus potentially coming back, I would push Damian back further. But he's not going to have a big role in the finals. I mean, when we started him the other night, it was the whole idea was to get to our rotation, to allow Looney to come off the bench at his usual time. And, we were hoping for just his athleticism to factor in with, our defensive coverages. And I probably threw a little too much at him. He hadn't played in a long time. And to cover Portland's guards on traps and blitzes is really difficult. But I was glad he got the experience. But on a veteran team with everybody healthy, he's probably not going to play a whole lot, but you never know.
Is DeMarcus team obviously adjusted pretty quickly after Durant went out? When he comes back, if and when he comes back, do you expect that adjustment to go smooth?
Yeah, the adjustment would be very quick. We've been together for 3 years with Kevin, and our guys know him well, and vice versa. And the adjustment would not take long at all.
You made it pretty clear the first time around when DeMarcus came back, he was the starter from day one. Is that similar this time around?
I wouldn't say so. It all depends on how everything is going. It depends on matchups. It depends on health. I got to see, how well he's moving. So I think everything's up in the air at this point.